Among the rugged hills of Southern California, a tiny mountain lion was about to begin an extraordinary fight for survival. Hidden inside this landscape was a young cub, alone and vulnerable, far too young to survive without help. His name was Crimson, and when rescuers found him, he was only about 3 weeks old. His mother was nowhere to be seen, leaving this fragile cub facing an uncertain future on his own. On March 25th, wildlife rescuers discovered Crimson and immediately recognized that he needed professional care. The tiny cub was carefully removed from the den and transported to specialists who could give him the care he needed. Doctors found a severely vulnerable animal who had already lost weight and was struggling with an injured hind foot.
Despite his difficult beginning, Crimson remained alert, giving his caregivers hope that he could recover.
Veterinarians worked to protect the damaged leg and give it every possible chance to heal.
Because he was so young, Crimson depended completely on his caregivers, who fed him around the clock.
Day and night, his caregivers monitored his condition, making sure the growing cub received constant support. As the weeks passed, Crimson grew stronger, but his injured leg remained a serious challenge. He could walk, but the damaged limb struggled to support his growing body. Meanwhile, Crimson continued rehabilitation, exploring his surroundings and gradually becoming more active.
Veterinarians tried supportive treatment, including bracing, hoping the leg could eventually become functional.
Meanwhile, Crimson continued rehabilitation, exploring his surroundings and gradually becoming more active. His curiosity was unmistakable. Every small step showed the strength of a growing predator. But as Crimson grew heavier, the injured leg still could not properly support his weight. After months of treatment, his veterinary team faced a difficult decision about Crimson's future.
Keeping the damaged limb was becoming increasingly difficult, so the team chose another path. The veterinarians determined that amputation would give Crimson the best chance for long-term comfort and mobility.
The veterinarians determined that amputation would give Crimson the best chance for long-term comfort and mobility. After the procedure, Crimson entered recovery, beginning another important chapter in his young life. At first, his movements were cautious. But remarkably, the young cub began adapting to life with 3 legs. Soon, Crimson was walking with surprising confidence, proving just how adaptable young mountain lions can be. His attention quickly returned to the things that matter most to a growing cub: exploring and learning.
He played, investigated new objects, and behaved much like any other curious mountain lion cub.
Month by month, Crimson continued to grow, becoming stronger and more confident. His story also highlights the difficult world mountain lions face across Southern California. Here, wild habitat often exists beside roads, homes, and growing communities, making survival increasingly complicated for these predators. Crimson cannot return to the wild, but he now has a safe environment where he can continue to thrive. Crimson's story is not about what he lost. It is about what he survived and the remarkable resilience that carried him forward. Crimson's story is not about he lost. It is about what he survived and the remarkable resilience that carried him forward.